A 16-year-old just shattered the Australian 100-meter record that stood for 15 years. Uwezo Lubenda blazed through the finish line in 10.35 seconds, fast enough to qualify for the World Championships. This teenager isn't just breaking records, he's rewriting what's possible in Australian sprinting. Here's how it happened. A school athletics meet. Nothing fancy, just kids competing, parents cheering, coaches timing. Typical Saturday morning stuff, right? Wrong, because on this particular day, at this particular meet, something extraordinary was about to happen, something that would make the entire athletics community sit up and take notice. His name? Uwezo Lubenda, and what he did on that track wasn't just impressive, it was historic.
Good stuff from Rufus on the inside. Lubenda in the middle is away the best. Moving with him is Victor Socho Catholic. Look at Lubenda, the defending champion on this age group, strolls into the final.
At just 16 years old, Lubenda exploded down the 100-meter track in a mind-bending 10.35 seconds. Let that sink in for a moment. 10.35 seconds. To put that in perspective, that's faster than most professional sprinters. That's faster than athletes who've been training for decades. That's world-class speed from someone who probably still has homework to finish tonight. But here's the really incredible part. Lubenda didn't just run a fast time. He obliterated a record that had stood for 15 years. 15 years! That's longer than most high school freshmen have been alive. Records like that don't fall often. When they do, it means something special is happening. And trust me, something very special is happening in Australian athletics right now. Now, you might be thinking, okay, 10.35 seconds sounds fast, but how fast is it really? Let me break it down for you. That time would have qualified Lubenda for the heats at this year's World Championships. Read that again. A 16-year-old running at a school meet just posted a time that would get him onto the world stage, competing against the planet's fastest men. Lubenda is out here running times that professional athletes dream of achieving. He's not just fast for his age, he's fast, period. This isn't some kid who's quick in his school. This isn't someone dominating regional competitions. This is a teenager operating at an elite international level, and he's only just getting started. But wait, there's more to this story, because Lubenda isn't the only teenage sprint sensation tearing up Australian tracks right now. Enter Gout, another 16-year-old phenom who's been making headlines of his own. Gout holds a personal best of 10.17 seconds. Yes, you heard that right? 10.17. That's even faster than Lubenda's record-breaking run. Gout has already been compared to Usain Bolt himself, and he's attracted major attention from sponsors, including landing a significant deal with Adidas. The world is watching Gout, and they're watching him closely. So now we have a situation that's almost too good to be true. Two incredibly talented 16-year-olds, both Australian, both running times that would make seasoned professionals jealous, both dreaming of Olympic glory, both hungry to prove they're the best. This isn't just about breaking records anymore. This is about rivalry. This is about competition at the highest level. This is about two young stars pushing each other to achieve the impossible. What makes this story even more compelling is where these athletes come from. Both Lubenda and Gout came to Australia as children, bringing with them dreams of a better life and opportunities to showcase their talents. Lubenda originally hails from the Democratic Republic of Congo, while Gout has his own unique journey to Australian soil. These aren't kids born into athletic privilege. These are young men who've worked incredibly hard to get where they are. Their stories represent the beautiful diversity of Australian athletics and show what's possible when talent meets opportunity and dedication. Lubenda, in particular, has spoken about his gratitude for the opportunities Australia has given him. He's not taking any of this for granted. Every race, every record, every moment on the track is precious to him. That kind of hunger, that kind of appreciation, that's what separates good athletes from great ones. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the Usain Bolt comparisons. Whenever a young sprinter shows exceptional promise, the Bolt comparisons start flying. It's almost inevitable. And yes, Gout has been dubbed the Usain Bolt of Aussie tracks. But here's the thing. Both of these teenagers are running times that justify the comparison. When Bolt was dominating the world, he made sprinting look effortless. He made the impossible seem routine. And these kids, they're doing something similar. They're running times that shouldn't be possible for their age, making it look easy in the process. The comparison to Bolt isn't just media hype. It's grounded in legitimate athletic achievement. These young men are operating at a level that demands we pay attention, that demands we take them seriously as potential future legends of the sport. But records aren't broken on talent alone. Let's talk about what it actually takes to run a 10.35-second 100 meters. The explosion off the blocks needs to be perfect. The acceleration phase requires tremendous power and technical precision. The maximum velocity phase demands flawless biomechanics. And the finish? That requires maintaining form when your body is screaming at you to slow down. Every single aspect of that race needs to come together perfectly. One small mistake, a slight stumble, a moment of lost focus, poor lane conditions, and that record doesn't fall. Lubenda executed everything to near perfection. That's not luck. That's years of training, countless hours of practice, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. And at a school meet, no less. Imagine what he could do with the pressure and energy of a major championship. Imagine what he could achieve on the world's biggest stages. Here's where this story gets even more exciting. The 2032 Olympics are coming to Brisbane. That's right. The Olympics are coming to Australia, and these two teenage sensations have their sights set squarely on that prize. Can you imagine the storyline? Two Australian sprinters, both discovered as teenagers, both breaking records and turning heads, both racing for Olympic gold on home soil. The stadium would be electric. The nation would be watching. The pressure would be immense. Lubenda has already stated that the 2032 Olympics are his target. He's not hiding from the goal. He's embracing it. That's 7 years away. 7 years to develop, to grow stronger, to refine his technique, to gain experience. If he's running 10.35 at 16, what will he be capable of at 23? The same question applies to Gout. With a current best of 10.17, he's already knocking on the door of sub-10-second territory. That's the holy grail of sprinting. Only a handful of men in history have ever broken that barrier. Could Gout be next? Could Lubenda? This rivalry isn't just good for these two athletes, it's phenomenal for Australian athletics as a whole. For years, Australia has produced world-class swimmers, cricketers, and athletes in various disciplines. But sprint dominance, that's been harder to come by on the world stage. Now suddenly, Australia has not one, but two legitimate teenage sprint sensations. Young kids across the country are going to see Lubenda and Gout and think, I could do that too. Athletics clubs will see increased participation. Coaches will have renewed enthusiasm. The entire ecosystem of Australian track and field benefits from this rivalry. Competition breeds excellence. When athletes push each other, when they force each other to be better, everyone wins. The sport wins, the fans win, and most importantly, the athletes themselves achieve things they never thought possible. The question now, when will Lubenda and Gout face off head-to-head? That's the showdown everyone's waiting for, the race that could define a generation. Lubenda's record is just the beginning. He's chasing Gout's 10.17, chasing Olympic glory, chasing greatness. With Brisbane 2032 on the horizon, Australia suddenly has two legitimate sprint sensations pushing each other to new heights. The rivalry is real. The future is blazing fast. And if you're not watching Australian sprinting right now, you're missing history in the making.
And Baye's quest has gone, you suspect. The 16-year-old Alemayo coming home ahead of Gumi, and it is a new world under-18 record.
Marta Alemayo is taking the track and field world by storm. At just 17 years old, the Ethiopian phenom isn't just competing with the best, she's dominating them. Race after race, she's leaving world-class runners in her wake and smashing records that once seemed untouchable. Marta isn't just a rising star, she's rewriting what it means to be young, fearless, and unstoppable in long-distance running. It all started when the world got a first real glimpse of Marta's raw dominance at the 2024 World Cross Country Championships in Serbia. Back then, she was only 15 years and 357 days old. But what she lacked in age, she made up for with sheer grit and a motor that just wouldn't quit. Competing against athletes up to 4 years older, Marta didn't just survive, she conquered. She blazed through the course to win the U20 individual title and helped Ethiopia clinch the team gold as well. This made her the youngest women's under-20 world cross-country champion of the 21st century, something not seen since Kenyan legend Rose Koski's win in 1997. But Marta was just getting started. 1 month later, in April 2024, she took her talents to the track. At the Kipkeino Classic in Nairobi, she ran the 5,000 meters in 15 minutes, 14.54 seconds, leaving her competitors in the dust. The time was more than impressive. It was a warning shot to the world. Marta wasn't just a cross-country phenom. She was about to become a terror on the track, too. By the time the World Athletics U20 Championships rolled around in August 2024, All eyes were on her. In Lima, Peru, Marta clinched a bronze medal in the 3,000-meter race. While she didn't walk away with gold, her podium finish confirmed one thing. Marta wasn't a one-hit wonder. She was consistent, dangerous, and still getting better. Then came the moment that truly put Marta Alemayo in a league of her own. On January 25th, 2025, at the Astana Indoor Meet in Kazakhstan, a gold-level event on the World Athletics Indoor Tour, Marta took the starting line for the women's 3,000 meters. She wasn't just racing the clock, she was chasing a record that had stood unbroken for over a decade, the World U18 Indoor 3,000-meter best, set by Gotitom Gebreselassie in 2012, was 8 minutes 46.01 seconds. That night, Marta destroyed it. Clocking in at a mind-blowing 8 minutes 39.8 seconds, Marta shaved more than 6 seconds off the old record. And it wasn't just the time that amazed people, it was how she did it. Blocked on the inside by fellow Ethiopian Shito Gumi and veteran Aksumawit Mbai, Marta could have panicked. Instead, she showed composure far beyond her years, swinging wide on the outside and kicking hard in the final lap to surge past both runners. It was a tactical masterclass, executed with the confidence of a seasoned pro. And if you thought that was her peak, think again. Just 4 months later, in May 2025, Marta was back at it. This time at the prestigious Diamond League meet in Rabat, Morocco. This was no indoor race, it was outdoors, and the stakes were sky high. Once again, she lined up for the 3,000 meters, this time chasing the world U18 outdoor best, which had been untouched since 1993. Chinese runner Ma Ningning's 8:36.45 was the time to beat. Marta ran an 8 minutes 32.20. That's not just beating a record, that's obliterating it. A record that had lasted 32 years, erased in under 9 minutes by a teenager. The run also marked a personal best for Marta, firmly placing her among the fastest 3,000-meter runners in the world, regardless of age. And let's be clear, this wasn't a race filled with junior athletes. This was a senior-level, world-class field, and Marta didn't just hang, she dominated. By now, Marta Alemayo wasn't just an emerging star, she was a force to be reckoned with. Her resume read like something out of a sports fantasy. World U20 cross-country champion, World U20 team gold, World U20 3,000-meter bronze, Indoor 3,000 meters World U18 record holder, Outdoor 3,000 meters World U18 record holder, and all of it before her 18th birthday. So what's driving this quiet storm from Ethiopia? Part of it is legacy. Ethiopia has long been a powerhouse in long-distance running, producing legends like Tirunesh Dibaba, Meseret Defar, and Kenenisa Bekele. Marta Alemayo is the newest torchbearer of that tradition. But she's not just following in footsteps, she's forging her own path, faster and younger than most. The other part? It's something you can't teach. Call it instinct, call it ice-cold composure, or just sheer hunger. Whatever it is, Marta has it in spades. Whether it's maneuvering through traffic in an indoor race or keeping pace with senior athletes on the global stage, she runs with a mix of strategy and savagery that you rarely see, even in seasoned pros. Her Astana win wasn't just a race, it was a statement. Against older athletes in a packed field, Marta didn't just win. She outsmarted and outpaced them. That moment when she found herself blocked, then surged outside for the win, that was a defining image of her career. A teenage girl refusing to be boxed in, literally and metaphorically. And the Rabat race, that was her graduation party. From the junior ranks straight into the upper echelons of elite athletics. Blowing past a 32-year-old record while competing in a Diamond League meet was Marta's way of saying, "I'm not the future, I'm the now." But what makes all of this even more compelling is how little we actually know about Marta outside the track. She's not flashy. She's not chasing the spotlight. Her focus is locked in, her path straight. In an age where many young athletes burn out from hype, Marta seems untouched by the noise. She's all about the run, and the results speak louder than any headline. What happens next is anyone's guess. With the 2025 World Championships and the 2028 Olympics on the horizon, Marta is poised to be a central figure in the distance running world. If her current trajectory continues, she could be rewriting more than just age group records. She could be coming for all-time lists. She's already shown she can hold her own against older athletes. She's proven she can thrive under pressure. And with every race, she's evolving. Faster splits, cleaner form, sharper tactics. It's not just that she's good for her age, she's just playing great. And here's something else to consider. Marta's journey is still in its early chapters. We've yet to see her tackle longer distances, like the 10,000-meter or even the half marathon. If her current development is any indicator, she could become a major threat in multiple events. Coaches and analysts around the world are watching closely, wondering just how far this prodigy can go. There's also the psychological edge. Marta's confidence isn't loud, but it's unshakable. She's mentally tough, able to stay calm in tight situations and execute her strategy under pressure. That kind of mental fortitude is rare, and often what separates good runners from legends. Even her training methods have drawn quiet intrigue. While specifics remain largely under wraps, those close to her camp describe a mix of high-altitude conditioning, traditional Ethiopian endurance work, and an intense focus on recovery and mental clarity. It's a holistic approach that seems to be paying off in every measurable way. In a sport where seconds define legends, Marta Alemayo is making every millisecond count. And as the world continues to watch, one thing is clear. This 17-year-old isn't just dominating the 3,000-meter, she's changing the game. And trust us, this is only the beginning.
The youngest ever medalist in the World Championship steeplechase in Budapest is going to be the winner here in Tokyo.
Faith Cherotich has taken the world of athletics by storm. From a quiet young talent in Kenya's highlands to the undisputed queen of the women's 3,000 meters steeplechase, her rise has been nothing short of incredible. Once the youngest competitor on the track, she's now a world champion commanding global respect. With record-breaking runs and history-making performances, Faith has proven she's not just the future of the sport, she's the present. It wasn't long ago that Faith was an anonymous talent running in junior meets, quietly earning respect in local competitions. At just 15, she was racing seniors in Nairobi, where she surprised everyone by finishing third. Her hometown of Kericho, known more for tea than track, had unknowingly raised one of the sport's future queens. Her rise wasn't a fluke. It was built on relentless training, sharp discipline, and the courage to challenge legends. By 17, Cherotich had already made waves at the World U20 Championships. She claimed bronze in Nairobi 2021 and returned the following year to upgrade to gold in Cali 2022. These early triumphs were just the beginning of what would become one of the most exciting climbs in recent steeplechase history. Her transition to senior level wasn't just smooth, it was historic. In 2022, as a teenager, she made the podium at the Wanda Diamond League final in Zurich, placing third in her event. That was her first major global spotlight moment, but it was in Budapest the following year that she truly made headlines. There, she took bronze at the World Championships, standing shoulder to shoulder with established giants in the sport. But it wasn't until the 2024 Diamond League final in Brussels that Faith Cherotich truly stunned the world. She ran a fearless race and pulled off an upset over Olympic champion Winfried Yavi, sealing her first diamond trophy with a blistering final lap. That victory was a message. Cherotich wasn't just here to compete. She was here to dominate. In 2025, her dominance only grew. Throughout the Diamond League season, Faith won 3 out of 4 road to the final races, taking commanding victories in Doha and Oslo, and only narrowly losing once to Yavi in Eugene. In each win, she went under the 9-minute mark, showcasing her consistency and speed. Her Oslo win came with a meeting record of 9:2:60, and in Paris, she posted a personal best of 8:53:37. All this momentum led to a highly anticipated rematch with Yavi at the Diamond League final in Zurich. Faith did not disappoint. She stormed to victory in 8:57:24, becoming a back-to-back Diamond League champion. With this performance, she not only secured her second diamond trophy, but also earned the Jesse Owens Rising Star Award. This prestigious award, named in honor of the 4-time Olympic gold medalist and presented by the Owens family and the Diamond League, recognized Faith as the best under 2-3 female athlete at the finals. Alongside Botswana's Letsile Tebogo, the male winner, Cherotich stood as a beacon of the sport's future. But the biggest moment of her career came in Tokyo at the 2025 World Athletics Championships. In a packed Japan National Stadium, she ran the race of her life. Staying just behind Yavi for most of the event, she launched a decisive move at the final water jump. While Yavi faltered slightly, Cherotich powered ahead, crossing the line in a championship record time of 8:51:59. It was a performance that captured everything about her rise: strategy, endurance, and a killer final kick. In the last 400 meters, I said, "This is my moment," she said after the race. I believed in myself, and it paid off. That Tokyo gold wasn't just a personal win, it was symbolic.
I'm so happy, I'm so great to be a world champion. I'm so happy. It's my first time to be a world champion. world champion last time. I was a bronze medalist in the world championship.
Faith became the new face of a race long dominated by Kenyan-born athletes. She had now beaten the two most recent Olympic champions, Yavi and Uganda's Peruth Chemutai, and solidified her place as the woman to beat.